Hello, my name is Paxton Vroman with the Goat Farmer Playbook. Today we're going to talk about selection. And what that means is the ones you're selecting to have for replacement does. So these are all doelings that we're going to put in the herd next year. This year, some people breed them at this age. I do not, because it really sets them back in growth and what they produce. Usually if you breed them at this age, they'll kid out. They're about 6 months to 7 months old. They'll kid out in 5 months, so they'll be about a year old, and usually they'll drop a single, which is one goat. But these are Kensing and Bradshaw bloodlines of their Spanish goats, and that's what we mainly raise here because they're hardy and they're tough and they can hustle for themselves. They don't need a lot of input. Like these right here, I'll give a little bit of grain with Rumensin in it to help with the coccidiosis. But if you have horses, you do not want to have horses anywhere near Rumensin. It will kill a horse. But anyway, as you can see, the different varieties in them. What I select for when I am choosing a replacement doe, the does I'm putting in my herd, parasite resistance, #1. Like putting all these goats in a dry lot doesn't serve a purpose for my operation. I want them to have constant parasite pressure. I want them to have worms, them being exposed to worms, eating off the ground. Because if they get wormy, they're going to go to the sale barn. I want to be where I don't have to worm them, because when you have to handle a goat and worm them and give them extra TLC, they're not making you money. And at like these right here, the Spanish goats produce cashmere, like the really hairy furry ones. And next year we're going to start testing hair to see which ones qualify. But anyway, what I select for is, what kind of energy level they have, what they're built like. Each goat's built different. Like this one here's got more body to it. That one with the yellow tag right here, 294, is a taller goat. I like the goats to be athletic and hustle for a living, so you don't have to feed them. They got to have a will to survive. And the Spanish goats, they have a will. Like you get a hold of some of these goats, it's like getting in a fist fight. But selecting is what you want in your herd. Like the next generation needs to improve what you already have in your herd. And it's important to remember when you're selecting that not every goat's going to make it. And you have to be tough. You have to select for, you can't fall in love. Like none of these goats have a name. If you want to make money on your operation, every goat is for sale. And you just got to have that mentality. They're either going to produce or you need to sell them. They're not pets. When you have this many goats, you're not going to make money if everyone has a name. So when I select for what they are, each individual goats. How are they going to improve my herd? What they have to offer. For us, parasite resistance and ability to go hustle. Like these goats, they get a little bit of grain right now, but as they grew up, they got no grain. The reason I'm graining them right now is I want to keep them coming up every day. I don't feed them much, but I want to check them over, look them over, make sure they're still making the cut. Because these goats have this winter, and I want to make sure they're going to be able to handle it. If they get wormy or they get sick and I have to put a lot of input into them, the ones that I got to put a lot of input to, I sell. But anyway, that's kind of how I select. Also, another thing is if they're twins, singles, you want to select for fertility, meaning the ones like the moms produce twins year after year. And like my most productive nanny, she has given me 3 sets of triplets and a set of twins in the last 4 years. So she produces, and that's what we're striving for. And that's what you can strive for through the right selection. Don't pick the cute little runts. Pick the strong, hardy one. Do not be attached to your goats, because you won't make a profit if you're attached to them, because you won't think in a way to make money. And that's what they need to do. Each goat, you need to look at them as a number that needs to produce. Anyway, that is all for today. I appreciate your time. If you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, find Him.